Good morning and welcome to episode 1095 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, December 2nd, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Pat has AB, Jacob Wool, Matt Gaetz, and Ye in a cup of coffee in the big time.
It's a really rounded, even, just a full cup.
Sane cup.
Just a sane roast.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Like,
everyone in the fucking cup of coffee is a nut job.
Yeah. Sounds like a spicy cup of coffee. Sounds like a cup of coffee that's been spiked with Everclear, basically.
Big time. A cup of coffee from hell.
Wes has Christmas phobias on deck. Speaking of hell.
That's weird.
Yeah, some of these are, I mean, Christmas is a living nightmare for a lot of people, and we had no idea.
Wow.
What do you
Really
mean?
terrible.
Well,
I mean,
guess
some
we'll
of these
have to wait to find
phobias are just, they just are only around at Christmas time.
Just can't
And,
handle the presence of a Christmas tree.
out. Does it a lot of it have to do with like a tree falling on you or catching fire?
You'll find out.
Okay.
Imagine the terror of these
Fear of reindeer.
of these conditions.
What else could it
Yeah, it's got to be bad. Mark's got two wild and crazy party girl stories in the hole, of course. You know.
Oh, in the hole. Quite literally on one of them, my friend.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, party girls. You know, they're
Can I
familiar.
take a guess on what it is? Just a random guess.
Yeah.
Is it a story about a guy walking up to a girl on the street and asking what her body count is, or to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10?
What do you mean? It's neither
Well,
of those.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
neither of those.
Thought I'd take a stab.
No.
A lot of party girls on the internet doing that these
Nice.
days.
Oh, really?
Mysterious then. So some mystique there.
You can check this girl's body count out, but we'll get to it. Yeah.
Ooh,
One of them.
it's verifiable.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've got the high five to buzz us into the weekend. But most importantly, here at the top of the show, Monday, we launched subscriptions for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And there is a golden macho man on the line for any listener who wants to get in on the deal, who wants to subscribe to the bonus content in that way. I think you're going to be able to subscribe to like either Florida Man Friday or maybe both of the bonus shows every week on one of those three platforms, any of those three platforms starting Monday. So
There you go. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
2 extra shows
yeah.
a week, up to.
It's a lot of show. It's a lot of extra show that you get.
It really
The old
is.
macho man where you piss on a chick's face and go, oh, yeah.
If that's on the line, we're going to get a shitload of subscriptions.
It's a real insult to injury move.
That's the bonus content.
I like that piss.
We do that, we do that to our wives. We do that to our wives for top tier subscribers and send in the video. Hey,
Now that you've done it, tell me you like it.
It's us golden macho manning ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it is, Wes, but I'm told it's badass and you want to be in on it, the golden macho man.
Probably not what I think it is, but
I know what it is, and it's awesome.
okay.
Hell yeah. Real quick shout out before we do the news. I just want to give big ups to our boy James England, who's streaming the show live. He's back
Hell
in
yeah.
shitty city, Utah. So
Hell yeah.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
up, James
James.
England? All right. You guys want to, do the news?
I do.
All right, let's get right into it. You know what time it is.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah.
All right, so I got my notes, and then I got what's happening on Twitter right now at about 7:30 Eastern. Antonio Brown has been arrested. No, that's guys loading a recycling can into an ambulance. Antonio Brown is in a standoff right now with police. So I just got tricked by a meme of someone.
Oh, yeah, that was the meme that I saw before. I was like, that's not the real photograph.
Yeah, no, that's not it. Antonio
And then
Brown's
you
not
realize
that
that the
trash
guy
can.
posted it's like a fake verified, like Dr. Richard Harambe or something like that.
Right.
It's like some kind.
Antonio
Yeah.
Brown's in a police standoff,
Oh yeah, in Tampa, they want to arrest him on domestic abuse. Yeah.
and he's
Yeah,
like
so-
he's like holed up.
He's holed
Yeah,
up.
in
So
his house, yeah.
by the time you're listening to this, Antonio Brown may look.
Be
I don't
dead.
know what's. He might be dead.
shot.
Well,
Let's
we're
be
live
honest.
right now. We taped
Yeah.
the Friday shows live now. So
Right.
if you listen to it Friday morning, he may already. I mean, who knows what happened to him? He may be.
She
in,
might be
hopefully, he's
dead.
just
He
in
might be
custody
dead. Yeah.
peacefully.
Well,
San
look, we
Francisco
hope that doesn't
Police are
happen.
like, you want a robot?
We hope that doesn't happen. He's in Florida. And look,
yeah.
he did steal our joke, but he also probably has CTE. So here are the events that led
He's
up.
lucky he's not in San Francisco. They would just bomb Robot.
they'd robot
immediately.
him. Yeah.
Immediately, like right away. I mean, yeah.
They would. Here are the events that led up to whatever happened to Antonio Brown by the time you hear this on Friday morning. Guys, I guess police were called to the home of Antonio Brown on Monday. Brown's ex-fiancée resides at the home with 4 children and one of Brown's unrelated teenage sons. Quote, the suspect exited the residence and threw a shoe at the victim, striking her ponytail. This is the report. I guess this is on Monday, and the victim had no injuries but believed the shoe was meant for her head. The suspect would not open the door or come outside to speak to the officers. I guess they're talking about Brown here. The suspect also, during this incident, attempted to issue a formal eviction on the victim. So he's trying to kick his lady out of the house. And he's now in a standoff. That's pretty much what happened. There's 2 guns
He beat
inside
her
the
up
house.
to try to get her out of the house. And
Yeah,
then
he threw a shoe at her.
Don't let the shoe hit you in the head on the way out.
Yeah. Brown has 2 guns in the house, and police say that he locked himself in the house while officers were trying to speak to him. Investigators, Brown threatened to shoot her, his lady, if they entered the house. I guess he put an informal eviction notice on her door on the 28th.
Hilarious.
So what day was that?
He made up an eviction.
He made his
notice.
own. Yeah.
Get out. It's in the Crown.
You know, it wasn't
official. Yeah.
It wasn't a court
Get out of
document.
here.
It wasn't a court document, that's for sure.
He has like an AB, like one of those, the parchment things, like the stamp.
Yeah.
Where you melt the wax or whatever.
Hey, how do you
Yeah.
spell vacate?
Right. He got
He's
it
his
for
own notary.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's crayon with signed with a steel.
Notarized.
The library of Antonio Brown. Right. Okay. So that happened. That was domestic battery. He put the 7-day eviction notice, written in crayon, our sources say, on her door, and he was wanted for domestic violence. Therefore, and then that's what left it to, I guess, the standoff. The officers were trying to serve the warrant at his
It's
South
not funny
Tampa
because
home.
it could end so poorly. Oh, it's ugh. They should
I mean,
yell
come on.
Giselle's out here.
What's going to happen, guys? It's not going to be good. That's for sure. I don't see this ending well,
I
unfortunately.
mean, I just hope that I hope that there's no like type of violence that comes from
Right.
it. Obviously, like that would be horrible. He's lost his mind, and who knows
He's escalating by the
if he's
day.
going to jail or if he's going to rehab or if he's going to mental whatever. He needs something. He's going somewhere. Hopefully,
I know
not
the
a gun.
libertarians are
Hopefully
going to
not a
hate
bullet,
this take, but we need like I mean, it's tough because America and freedoms. But when you see a guy like Brown, who's clearly got a head injury, right, but it's kind of hilarious outside of like the sexual assault stuff, you got to like assign a minder to him, like a government assigned minder, or maybe give him fake guns. I don't know. There's got to be something we can do because
Like a conservator.
we saw this coming a mile away with Antonio Brown. Come on.
Oh, you could send him to the loony bins in New York now.
But that's not as fun for us.
Mayor Adams.
No. And yeah, I mean, it doing this show, like it's a fine line because like nothing's really funny about someone losing their mind. But when they're a celebrity, they do funny things. It is kind of funny for a little while, but now it seems like it's jumped the shark with standoffs and stuff. Now it's like beyond funny. It's hard to poke fun at now. It's like, way to go, AB.
Yeah, there's a lot more of that in this cup of coffee in the big time. Let's move on to the next story. Hopefully, AB is with
over the
us,
place right now.
stealing jokes on Twitter like he always does this morning.
Yeah, I would never have thought that I'd be like wishing for him to be just back stealing our jokes on Twitter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
you never times are wild right now.
Those are the good old days.
Mm-hmm. An athlete
change
always has a
fast.
gun too. It's a very trendy thing for an athlete to have a gun. Football
Well,
players got
he's an
guns.
American. Americans all have guns.
You think he's ever tried to race a bullet? He's like, you shoot the gun. I'm
Well, only AB
there's
shoots
four
his guns.
100
Four
yard
American
dash.
hosts men on this show. 3 of the 4 of us have a gun in the house, right?
He's also paranoid. Most paranoid people probably.
Yeah, but Wes
gun.
is a new gun owner.
No gun here.
Yeah.
Right. So 1 out of 4, 75%.
Haven't shot it yet.
What are you guys compensating for? What are you guys compensating for?
Mine was a
Nothing,
gift.
Mark.
Oh,
Mine
okay.
was a gift.
My gun was a gift too,
Got
Mark.
guns my whole life because it's fucking fun.
Someone gave it to me.
It is awesome.
Guys, let's talk about Congressman Matt Gaetz. Remember that guy,
Of
Smiley?
course.
The guy that was he was setting up symposiums at local high schools about how to go through him to get a specific job in the government. It was to get into the military academies. You have to have a congressional recommendation. So Gaetz was going to high schools, being like, "Hey, here's how you do it," which normally would be pretty fine, I guess, if he didn't have the track record of posing in lunchrooms with high school girls. But that's not even the worst of it, guys. Do you remember his buddy, his underage poon partner, Joel Greenberg, Matt Gaetz' buddy? Well, Greenberg was sentenced yesterday to 11 years in prison after he pled guilty to underage sex trafficking, wire fraud, stalking, and stealing $400,000 in taxpayer money to buy cryptocurrencies and sports memorabilia. Right, so he pled guilty.
And they still couldn't get Gaetz.
It's a great investment.
Yeah, I did that.
Even with this
Fine
Greenberg
ball.
dude taking 10 years, they couldn't get him to turn on Gaetz.
That's a great point, Will. If you don't have much context,
That's insane.
The 10 or 11 years that he's doing is a lot. It's a lot. And after sentencing, guys, Greenberg's attorney, Fritz Scheller, implied that Gaetz most certainly paid high school girls to bang him without outright saying that Matt Gaetz Venmo'd Greenberg, who then Venmo'd 3 girls, one of whom seemed to be underage, with the memo test in May of 2018.
Gaetz ran like the perfect scheme.
The wee hours.
They were just old enough. They were like 17, and he was like, I bought him flights on miles, so it doesn't count. And he's like, I got him gift cards.
Dude,
so
Greenberg got roasted by the DOJ trying to get at Gaetz. You're right, Mark. Like, basically, Gaetz' family's too powerful for the DOJ to do anything about this. So Greenberg is the one getting fucking spit roasted by the Justice Department, even though Gaetz was the one they were going after. They couldn't fucking get him because
if you're buddies with Gaetz for 10 years and you have like a little bit of a younger girl fetish and you have dirt on each other, don't turn on Gaetz, Right. That's a bad idea if you're that guy. Yeah.
Well, hold on. This guy was facing a lot more time. Here's the situation. Gaetz was really spit roasting Greenberg here because he was saying, hey, I pay you. You pay them, right?
Everybody is. So
I don't touch the money.
Because he's the one who's going to jail,
he's
not
the
Gaetz.
fall guy, obviously. So why would he?
He's the fall guy.
Obviously.
All right. Get this shit, guys. So Gaetz' attorney, and this is how he kind of said Gaetz was, sex trafficking minors. Without saying it, Gaetz' attorney said he was disappointed that the Justice Department hadn't charged anyone else as part of the sex trafficking investigation. And check this out.
But they investigated him for 2 years to try to get to Gaetz, and they never could.
Get this, Will. So Greenberg came out and straight up said, I tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I saw Matt Gaetz banging that 17-year-old. And he paid her. He said that. So that was like straight on admitted it. Here's the reason that was given from a Justice Department insider for why Gaetz has not yet been indicted. Well, yeah, he said that, but he was motivated to say that so he could get a better deal, which literally, guys, is how the justice system works for everybody in every case. But for some reason, they're pointing out that it can kind of be a
Mark's right.
flawed system.
Mark's right.
But
Mark's right. He didn't do anything bad enough for his powerful family to get fucked by the DOJ. They wanted him to have done something worse. They couldn't find it.
Because when he was really behind the eight ball, he admitted to like banging her, but she was 17 in that state. It was legal. It was legal to be 17 in pretty much every state. In those 2 states or whatever, it was legal. It was the money thing that was always going to get him, and he was able to weasel his way out of that because he was like, I didn't pay her anything. What are you talking about? Yeah.
It was the money thing and the fact that she was a prostitute, an underage prostitute.
Sure, but they couldn't prove. They couldn't prove it.
Because if you just
attending
cold,
high school?
she's post high school.
She didn't have a bunch of clients, Pat. She was 17.
No. But there's a difference between like having sex with someone and then being like paying them and then be like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Or having sex with someone and then be like, oh, yeah, thank you.
The Gaetz family is extremely well connected in Florida. There wasn't enough of a crime there for the DOJ to actually get anything. So instead, they just feasted on Greenberg, and Greenberg is just now in prison for 10 years.
I mean, I think Gaetz is a complete sleazeball, and I'm sure it was like pretty close to prostitution and sex trafficking, but they don't have enough on him. Like they can't get it.
Greenberg
straight Fs.
Greenberg testified against.
He must have.
Prostitution for me.
You're not paying attention.
I'm
when you're
really hot,
prostituting.
and I keep
You're
getting
falling
Fs.
asleep in class a lot.
Yeah.
Greenberg. Did I ever tell you that time I went to the Paper Moon in Richmond, where the elect hose woman worked and wouldn't admit that she worked? And one of the dancers there was like, this guy he's trying to like give me a ride. She's talking about like kind of some, I was, 23. So the other guy was the creeper, not me. And I was like, oh yeah, where's he trying to give you a ride? And she goes, to school tomorrow. I was like, oh, are you in college? She's like, no, I'm a senior. Whoa.
Richmond.
We never had any of those. That would be something.
Virginia.
One time, man. It was the Wednesday night shift.
Where
Anyway,
else
guys,
would you have been on the weekend if you knew that there was a stripper in your class? Every weekend you were going to that strip club.
You'd be there once you turned 18. She was
Right,
18.
turned 18. Yeah, of course.
Anyway, Greenberg testified against 7 other people. He really sold everyone out, and he got 11 years. Okay, let's move on, guys.
Loser.
So they got 8 people.
And he's still got 11 years.
They haven't indicted 8 people. I think they indicted 3 or 4 other people. He testified. He
Gaetz
ratted out
just
8.
walks away.
Yeah.
Gaetz is
This
gone.
guy's-
Oh my
Who's
goodness.
this guy's lawyer? Fire that guy.
Schnivel.
Fritsch.
What's his name? Schnivel?
Fritz Schlivel. Fritz Schlivel. Something. The exact name is Fritz. Just I'm gonna want to get it right, so you know
We
not
had a
to hire
handshake
him.
deal with the cops. I didn't get it in writing. Oh.
Fritz Scheller. The best he can do is be disappointed at the end of the.
Yeah, exactly.
Fritz Cave.
They told old Fritzy it was a done deal.
Well, I wish they had done it like I thought they wished they would have done it.
This
but
isn't what they told me they were going to do.
They
Exactly.
didn't do it that
No, I
way.
didn't get it in writing. It was a handshake deal. You see, it was.
Well, let's see. This is really bad for my
I'm
future
really
business.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
All right.
He does the
okay.
SPF from FTX. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm so
All right.
sorry for like people who lost millions of dollars. He just goes, "Oh, I'm sorry about that."
Fuck Sam Bankman-Fried. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next story. Before we do, because we're doing a live show, we do the live stream on Fridays. If you want to tune in, we go at 7 o'clock Eastern on Thursday nights. Well, let me throw a comment in before we move to the next story. Katie Oliver said, "This is my 3rd episode of Hard Factor today." That's a hardcore member of the Hive. You
What a
gotta
day,
love to see that.
honestly.
What a day! What a day! All right, guys.
Must have been a delightful time.
For you, yeah. You're welcome. Far right assholes, Jacob Wall and Jack Berkman. You remember these guys? These are the guys who they kind of set up like the most disappointing turn in politics since like Ross Perot retired.
They faked a bunch of stories.
Well, Mark, they got our hopes up
Yeah.
that Elizabeth Warren was in a BDSM relationship
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a 24-year-old
yeah.
Marine that
Yeah,
she
yeah,
met
Yeah,
on a website.
he had and he got raided eventually.
That wasn't
I remember
their
the
first
raid.
time
That was
doing it.
great.
Yeah.
Look at this odd couple. Tell me that's not an odd couple right there.
That's a gay couple.
You
Kinda
have
all
Wall,
of
who's 24 probably, and then Berkman, who's 44, I think.
Well, that's
Yeah,
'cause
very
there's
different
there's
names.
sex involved. That's why they got linked up.
Mm-hmm.
The schemes were pillow talk schemes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
These guys, the schemes that they would, the conspiracies they would push were so unbelievable. They ended up always being fake, and they were fake all the time.
Yes, they're actually like, if they didn't do what they did here, which I'm about to tell you about, they're kind of media geniuses, kind of like Stephanie Matto, who was selling farts in a jar. These guys would set up these outlandish, never going to happen things, claim that they're true, and then they'd hold a press conference, and that's why we know their names. But we know their names.
Like Liver King.
It's not
like the
outrageous.
dossier.
It's not outrageous for me to say that they're gay lovers with all the stories they were creating. I mean, it's a little
That's
taste,
true. I mean,
it's a little
true.
taste of
That's
their own
what they
medicine.
would do.
It's a little
That's
taste
what
of
they
their own
would do.
medicine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the difference between
more.
these guys and the difference between these guys and Chad Goes Deep, for example, are, Chad Goes Deep is good-hearted, and these guys are bad-hearted, but then also did something very bad. See, they're getting a fitting punishment for setting up and executing a scheme to suppress voter turnout in the last presidential election. Here's what they did. They created a fake organization called the 1559 Group or something along those lines, and they bought a robocaller, and they had that robocaller call 8,500 voters, specifically in black neighborhoods, and told them that if they voted by mail, their information would be, quote, given up to the man, which is not only racist,
That was the full
but
message.
also shitty. No, that was not the full message. That was just part of the message. Mark, it
But
gets more racist.
that was direct quote given up
Yeah,
to the man.
quote, giving up your private information to the man. That was a direct quote.
Wouldn't they realize that if they put that worded that way, people would catch on that it's fake?
That's
Do
what
you
I'm saying.
think- well,
It's like the misspelled emails from like the Nigerian princes or like those
Right.
guys. They're all like.
I mean, do you think
misspelled.
these guys know any black people? No. They probably
It's like
recorded
Michael
themselves. They were like,
Scott.
listen, man.
Michael Scott wrote the script. Yeah.
Right. You don't want the man getting that info. Anyway.
Who's going to get it? The man.
Right. And you
What are
don't
black
want
people most scared of, Jacob?
the man.
The man.
Who keeps you down?
The man does.
It's the man, man.
While
These
they're
guys are
banging
idiots.
each other. Yeah. The man does.
He looks like that like androgynous character from Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, the blonde one, the prince boy kind of, but a brunette version.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't just a message that said giving your private information or voting by mail would give your private information to the man. They also mentioned that the information would go to databases of police and debt collectors. Yeah, not good, guys. Here's what's awesome. The judge who sentenced them to 500 hours of community service each, registering voters in Washington, D.C.
That's
to make
awesome.
up, yes, for their voter suppression.
That's funny. Yeah.
Which
It's
is
really,
pretty
I mean, it's
fucking
really more than fair punishment.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
they got off.
good. Yep.
No, I
yep.
think that's fair. 500 hours is a lot.
500 hours, you're going to get half of that signed off by some shady supervisor.
Well, no one
I mean,
wants to be around these two. They're gonna probably smudge some hours just to get them away from these.
Oh,
things.
yeah, of course. I mean, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
But
how community service works if you never had to do it for court.
Yeah.
the FCC
Straight
is
forensic
considering
manager.
a $5 million fine, so that would not be good. But fuck those weirdos who fuck each other. Guys, you know what the top story of the day is. It's a weird one. I want to say sorry to our very good friend and colleague, Roger Sollenberger, who dropped yet another massive breaking news piece on Herschel Walker that only could have been eclipsed and totally buried by Kanye endorsing Hitler. And guys, that takes us to, if I can find the video,
The cream of the crop!
all right, guys. If you Googled, did Hitler invent the highway and or the microphone yesterday, then you and I have something in common.
He was the first MC.
I googled rubber.
Did you Google rubber?
Yeah. No,
Did you Google rubber?
No, I didn't. Hitler invent rubber.
I don't know. He didn't invent the highway or the
Germans
ribbon microphone.
He invented hate.
He invented it. Yes, he did, and you got to respect him for that. Okay, unless you were, I don't know, checked out or wherever, what's his name was when COVID happened. You saw that Alex Jones had a full comeback yesterday. Okay, depending on how you look at it, probably not good. And that's because
Pretty damn big comeback on day one.
This was huge for Alex Jones.
Yeah.
This is the first time he hasn't been the craziest person on camera
It
yes.
was
in his
incredi-
career.
It was the biggest day for Alex Jones possible.
Yeah, it was massive for AJ. AJ almost completely came back in one day just because he got to have more insane Kanye just sit on the same set as him. And that, by extension, made him look so much less crazy than people thought he was before.
right. Yeah. That kind of fully defines what we're about to talk about. Is if Alex Jones is disagreeing with you, then something really weird is happening on the Alex Jones show.
He's reeling you back to reality. It's fucking Alex Jones.
Yeah,
He
I
thinks
don't know about
frogs
that,
are
yay.
okay.
I don't know if I agree with that. Yay.
He insulted the parents and children of Sandy Hook.
Yeah, no, he's literally. I watched.
He's dialing you back.
I watched 2.5 hours of Infowars yesterday, and for 2.5 hours they kept telling me that they were going to go to callers and play clips from the Ye interview, and for 2.5 hours they did not. They just teased me and shoved advertisements for male vitality down my fucking throat.
How much
on the
vitality?
hook for so long, dude?
He sold a lot
Absolutely.
of vitality today.
So yeah, Kanye West went on the Infowars Alex Jones network for 2 unscripted hours yesterday, and it was absolutely fucking insane. Kanye went on the show with one of what I assume is Kim's stockings over his head, like a mask, and
That was custom. That was custom, bro.
I know it was custom, but she's got those thighs, you know, about the size of a man's head. And well on the show, guys, Kanye denied the Holocaust, stood up for Hitler, and talked to a lacrosse stick named Mr. Nettie, who he treated like a ventriloquist dummy. It was quite the show, and also a huge day for lacrosse. Honestly, I'm not being facetious. Lacrosse hasn't gotten that much exposure in I don't know how long, man. Like that was to see a lacrosse stick with that many eyeballs on it.
But it was
UVA
also
guy
being-
killed that girl.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's bad because now it's also associated with neo-Nazis because Kanye is promoting it, and Kanye, and also like Wes said,
Mr. Netty's got a lot of hate. And
yeah, Nettie, the Netties might not. I might have to burn my lacrosse stick.
What do you say we go capture a Jew?
Luckily, Will, he wasn't using like a brawn or an official stick. It was like a lacrosse stick you'd buy at a Toys R Us. It was pink.
Hey,
it was like a My First
lacrosse ball and throw it as hard as you can at a Jew's head.
Yeah. Oh my fucking God, guys!
Iron cross on my shaft, please.
Could I said it at the top of the segment? Our buddy Roger had a massive article drop, and I texted him and said, "Raj, man, what are the odds that I was saying to Kate yesterday? The only thing that would bury Roger's article is if, I don't know, Kanye went on the Alex Jones show and dapped up Hitler, and that's exactly what happened. It was the most fucking bizarre thing I can think of in recent memory. Can you guys think of anything fucking crazier that's happened as of late?
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited.
Well, here we go. You want to watch it?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
All right. So,
You haven't
guys,
seen the videos, what?
No, I've.
Oh, Wes,
Went
okay.
to court and then
Is
took a
this,
nap.
is this not going to get?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were in court. So Wes and I were in federal court, which we can't really talk about. It's for predicted. We'll have to wait. And we get out and we have 60 text messages about Kanye loving Hitler. It was insane.
Yeah.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I think I saw Greg Price was the first account I saw that posted one of the clip downs.
Are these
And
gonna
it
get
just, my jaw just hit the
copyright
floor. I was sitting at my desk just like, holy shit. Like, it's one of those moments. It's like when you saw Biden fall over on the bike. You're like, is that real? That's got to be
I thought I was
fake.
in a fake world because I was in federal court for the first time ever, right, Wes? No one's been to federal court here.
Yeah.
And then Kanye says, I was like, what's going on today? Like, what's
going on today?
I nodded off in federal court.
Yeah, Wes
That
fell
happens.
asleep in federal court.
Oh, nice. Did you snore?
No, it was just for a split second. But
He was wearing a fucking lumberjack outfit. We were so underdressed. All right, but let's play the clip.
All right, well, yeah, real quick preface before we play the clip. Mark, no, it's not going to get stricken. I know I tweeted yesterday, if you saw my Twitter, when I was going to look at the clips, I was first trying to see, like, this weird thing's going on with Elon Musk, right? He's opening the gates at Twitter, free speech. People are pissed about it. People are happy about it. I was like, thank fucking God, because when I first went to YouTube to look at some of these clips, which is a better place to watch clips than Twitter because it's usually longer, every place I went, the clip had been removed for content violations. Obviously, Alex Jones was deplatformed. But we'll talk about this.
Example, Pat, as you said, of why you should show everything. Because now everybody can fucking make fun of how stupid Kanye is.
Yes, and Alex Jones is lying, but he said that he had 35 million, 45 million people watching. It must have been probably half that. YouTube inadvertently, by banning the videos earlier in the day, drove all that traffic that they wanted to have avoid Alex Jones, directed Alex Jones' site. Anyway, these videos are not going to get struck. YouTube removed their thing, so, let me eat my words. If it happens, and Wes, enjoy. Here's 4.5 minutes of the best cut downs of Kanye just losing. I mean, look, he's bipolar and he's ill, but Jesus Christ, it's just too weird. It's too weird.
You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
Is that a Bible?
I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician. You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. Okay. How about that one?
Especially
Emmanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you going to do anything to fix Chicago? They want to separate and confuse the Christians and make us afraid to stand next to each other. A Christian can stand next to anyone. We can go visit R. Kelly in prison. We can go talk to Harvey Weinstein.
That's what Jesus did.
Yes.
Well, CNN says white people are evil Nazis. So, I mean, I disagree with both statements, but I get the pros.
I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at.
He's so lost.
Oh, my goodness. Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. But look,
I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
What? Oh, man. Well, I have to disagree with that. I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say, like, you like the uniforms, but that's about it?
There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of things.
And the Nazis, in my view, were thugs that shook people down to a lot of really bad things.
But they did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Okay. Schwarzenegger said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
Nick Fuentes, I'm your guest host here in Insane Asylum World, because the whole world's crazy. All of us are nuts. This is Twilight Zone 2.0. We will be
Don't
right
just point
back.
at me when you say that.
No, I'm talking about all of us. The whole world's crazy. It is crazy.
So Kanye
What you want, man?
can't include him.
Hey, right after this, I'm going to say you're crazy. I'm going to take your family away from you. We're not done with you yet.
no.
You cannot cause free thought. We
That's
have
nutty.
to control the history
Like a
books.
child's
We have to control
across
the banks. And we have to
butterflies.
control
I
the
hear
It's like a
business.
nutty voice. My nutty voice is pretty close. I've never heard
I
it.
like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler. I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not. The
I'm just
the
like a hood over my
Holocaust
head.
is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities.
I agree with Martin Luther King. I love Martin Luther King. I love everybody. I know black people love me. I know everybody. And we had that big, black, beautiful idiot savant here today.
And that's that.
Wow, that was good Lord. That was too crazy to really process.
Right. So yeah, you want
Like
to
a fever
download
dream.
or
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I do, Pat. That was an awesome clip down. By the way, nice clip down. That was,
right?
that
Okay.
was-
So the last two, the big bad black beautiful idiot savant, that was in the 3-hour span. I was watching Infowars after the interview where Alex Jones kept trying to sell that Kanye was an idiot savant, but that's not a bad thing. An idiot savant's a good thing. It means genius. I'm an idiot savant. I got crazy knowledge, right? So Jones is back, guys. He was talking about the entire time how much money he was going to have to pay in his bandwidth bill. Well, he was saying that he was broke because he denied that a mass shooting happened with kindergartners in it, right? And he said, I got to get money back. I got to get money back.
Anymore.
It was a fucking bizarre situation that almost made you be like, Alex Jones, right? All right. And no, not all right with Alex Jones, because Sandy Hook's unforgivable what he fucking did to make cash. But that's how weird it was, man. That's
Well,
how
you
weird
know
it was.
what
And you were
happened,
like,
Pat?
Alex
It's
Jones.
not all right. It's not all right, but the situation that you talked about earlier is what created this. The over censorship and the fact that the only place that Kanye could actually go and say anything was on Infowars and then have those clips clipped down on Twitter. The fact that all that happened funneled the money all to the people who were supposed to be canceled. You know, in this case, Kanye, we all get to see how insane he is, and everybody agrees he's fucking nuts. He just said the Holocaust wasn't real. That's fucking crazy.
It's a good point, Will. They will get more money now, the victims, and I don't know if there's anyone else on planet Earth that could draw that many people and get Kanye to say what he said and have it. So now everyone knows, right?
Right,
so
right. That's a good point.
Now everyone heard what Kanye said. I don't think anyone else on the planet could have gotten that big of a reach and got him to say that. So now all these Kanye dick riders could probably jump off the train finally.
Well, he could.
Kanye thought he was in
could,
a safe place, and he just
Right.
wasn't.
Right. He could have gone that far on Drink Champs, and he didn't. He could have gone that far on the Budden podcast. He could have gone that far
he
on
felt
the
so
media.
comfortable, like Wes said, in the Alex Jones
Media
show
was
that he
doing.
just went full Kanye.
It was also 2 hours live, right, on the Alex Jones show.
You agree,
And
right,
anyway,
Alex?
guys, Alex Jones has not seen this kind of numbers since 2019.
Did you see when he walked out on the Tim Pool podcast because he wouldn't let that podcast host wouldn't let him openly mock Jewish people, and so he just immediately gets up and leaves, and then he does this on the Alex Jones show a couple days later, a day later.
Severely dangerous. He just codified. I mean, someone that big saying that fucked up of shit is codifying racists and bigots. It's not okay. I couldn't find the clip, but he did go on to say, to perpetuate the conspiracy theory that 6 million Jews did not die in the Holocaust, right? He did perpetuate that.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good at all. And obviously he's fucking sick when he's talking to Nettie. Come on, guys. He's ill.
Dude, he brought out a fucking
Was that a fish net or a
talking
lacrosse
net?
stick?
It was
I
the
think
lacrosse
it was a
was the
fish
best
tank
thing for the
net.
joke, but it could have been a fish net.
okay.
yeah.
I think it's a fish tank net or a butterfly net. Either one.
Butterfly net. I think you're right. Well,
Butterfly
butterfly
net.
nets are bigger. They're bigger.
What if there's a
But
dead
Jackson,
goldfish in there?
intern Jackson, he brought up a good point. He was like, there's already a lot of anti-Semitism and violence against Jewish people. This is just going to increase it. And,
Yeah, which sucks. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
look,
terrible.
maybe in the short term, but I think in the long term, people talking about how crazy Kanye is, I think this will be.
That's good.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, people can see
I
how
do think maybe
stupid
his
it is.
diehardest fans that are also maybe a little bit mentally ill might lash out. But in the long term, I think millions and millions and millions of people that were Kanye fans that were supporting him all the way through this process are not now. So I think
Saw him say that Hitler's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit off.
Biggest racist ever. Yeah.
Off the thing. I will say one thing, guys. As weird and
nobody
interesting
thinks that
as that
Hitler's
was,
cool. What the fuck is Kanye talking about?
I love him.
I love him.
I'm tired of hearing everyone talk about how uncool Hitler is.
Not with that Nazi hate, all right?
He was getting the last word in on commercial breaks. Like, wait, I love him.
Right.
Before you go, cut away.
Don't call me crazy. And then let me talk to Nettie. You know what he did not do though, guys? He did not big up Bill Cosby. Missed opportunity for Kanye there. And yeah. Okay, let's that's a cup of coffee in the big time real quick. We're doing this show live, so I'll throw a comment up from a total chode, TJ Chaver, who says, "Why are y'all fat?" And TJ, it's because we have more fun than you, bro. You pansy.
Well, yeah.
He also
More
called
on
us a
that
pansy,
later.
but
More
it's
on
you
that
that's
later.
the pansy.
More on that later, TJ.
Yeah, you pansy ass bitch.
You're a pansy, TJ. You're a pansy. And
You're the pansy.
We're not going to put any more of your comments up. And
No.
that's the last word. We
Just
got the
keep
last
trolling. Just keep trolling me in the bottom of the screen there, because
Last word.
you know.
Well, I'm
Anyway,
gonna
all
log on and put comments up about them.
All right, guys. Look, we are fat as shit. It's horrible. And one way to be less.
Stay tuned. Yeah, right. Because there's a guy there's a physical trainer that's gonna build.
Yeah, dude, you're going to be so happy at the end of this, all right?
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Stay tuned.
Thanks, TJ.
But guys, I did wake up this morning. Fed my son, and I'm feeling a little bit bloated, feeling a little bit fat. It's the holiday season. I ate an entire bag of chocolate popcorn the night before. So you know what I had? I had a Factor smoothie, and it was fantastic. All natural smoothie, really, really good. Factor is a ready-to-eat meal delivery program. They shop, prep, cook, and deliver to your door so you can enjoy chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals during the holidays minus the hassle. Look, you may have tried meal prep programs before. We've tried them all. I was kind of iffy on them. Felt like, man, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not great. Factor is always great. It's perfectly portioned. And the cool thing is they last. These meals last. When I got the Factor, I was like, what do I do? Mark, do I freeze these? Mark's like, nah, man, you're cool, bro. Just let them ride.
Dude.
It was great. I was eating Factor all week, and I wasn't concerned about them spoiling, and they were great
Oven,
every time I had them.
microwave 2 minutes in the microwave 10 minutes in the oven. Come on.
You're done. Calorie smart. They got vegan and veggie options. They got keto options. So if you're trying to maybe cut some fat quick or just have a healthier lifestyle, man. I find myself making pasta a lot of the times when I don't have a planned meal. Ton of carbs, terrible. But when Factor's around, I'm having a meat. I'm having a veg. I'm feeling good. So when things get hectic, Factor is flexible, guys. If you want to get down on Factor, which is everything that I need for a week of flavorful, nutritious eats, you can go to GoFactor75.com.
Go.factor.
Go.factor. Sorry, that's confusing. Go.factor75.com/hardfactor60. And use the promo code hardfactor60. I'm going to run that down again because it's saved in my browser. It's go.factor75.com. Easy. /hardfactor60. So, and you can get 60% off your first box. What? That's using code hardfactor60. If you go to go.factor75.com/hardfactor60, get 60% off your first order. For real, we love this. We love this product. It's fantastic. It's the best meal delivery prep service
Plus,
we've
it
ever used.
shares a name with us, which is cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you lose weight with it. There's nothing bad about it. You got to give it a try if you haven't. It's the best.
Yeah, it's the opposite of Kanye.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy delicious.
Good point.
There you go.
Tough day for Kim. And
Well, I made the joke earlier. Pete Davidson's probably breathing a sigh of relief right now because
big time. He would be
he
dead.
dodged a bullet, literally.
I mean, we knew this was happening when he made the claymation video where he murdered Skeet.
Oh yeah,
right?
I mean, Pete Davidson if he was still with Kim would probably be dead right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing his relationships typically don't last super long. So
Eating to death with Nettie.
he's already moved on. He's with Emily Ratajkowski.
He had to beat him a lot of times to kill him with Nettie. It's a long beating.
All right, guys, let's move on. Thank you, Pat. Gentlemen, now that we are officially deep in the holiday season, let me say to you, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Hanukkah.
By the way, the Jews, speaking of the Jews, they one-upped the Christians this year, and Hanukkah will end one day after Christmas on December 26th. So, if you're in school and you actually, fuck that.
It's
You're
like
gonna be out of
always
school
slightly
anyway, but
different, right?
It is slightly different.
Yeah,
next
last
year,
year
though,
was super
next year we
early.
take it back. Next year we take it back
Hanukkah's
because
like
Hanukkah
Mardi
ends on the
Gras.
15th.
Hanukkah's like Mardi Gras, where it like shifts around the month, right?
Yeah. No, it's always very, very different. Yeah.
Also, if you're the one family in America that happens to be a Christian, Jewish, African family, all 10 of those families in the U.S. will get Hanukkah December 18th through the 26th. Of course, Christmas then, 24th, 25th, and then Kwanzaa will go from the 26th to the 1st. So if you're an African American kid with a Jewish mom and Christian dad, you are living the high life this year. Yeah.
Don't expect a lot of productivity from that kid.
No.
Yeah,
He's gonna be partying.
Well, what you need to do if you're that kid is start pushing that with your parents now that you need to celebrate all three.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you probably should have been doing a lot of chores the last 2 months to build up, like, some good. Yeah.
Well, what you do is you pretend that you're trying to make up your mind, and you want to explore all three options, and then you get all the presents.
That's right. Absolutely. But let's be honest here. Around here, this particular podcast, Christmas is king, and therefore our king is his Lord and Savior, Santa Claus. So at
Saint
least
Nick,
that's how.
jolly old Saint Nick.
Yeah, that's how it was brought up. Santa Claus far more important than Jesus to me, and it stuck. So not everyone who celebrates Christmas.
You didn't have the manger in the house. You didn't have the.
I didn't have a nativity scene. Didn't have a manger. Didn't have any of that stuff. Didn't
Wes,
go to
would it
church.
offend you? Would it offend you to know to know that it shows that that's the case?
Oh no, it wouldn't offend me at all.
Okay. Because it makes right when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
No Jesus, huh? Okay. Just Santa. Okay.
You can't drive to Christmas Eve church when you're hammering Bud Lights, you know?
There you go. That's
right.
true.
Yeah, Santa's easier to get in touch with that night.
I mean, it's where I ended up, Wes. It's where I ended up, and it's where I wanted to be the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Santa, I want bail.
I was referring to my parents, but in fact, many children are terrified of Santa Claus, while others love him, the Ralphies and the Randys of the world, if you will. My son was indifferent. Here's a picture of him with his first Santa Claus experience.
Just, that's adorable.
It's adorable, right? Staring up at Santa. Pat and Will, this is kind of like your all's first year where your kids will kind of be, sentient of who Santa is. Are you going to take them and place them on Santa's lap?
No.
Pat?
I've avoided it twice thus far. I've been in 2 Santa situations where I didn't move my child towards the old man. Okay. But my kid is absolutely identifying Santa, and anything we pass that's Santa related, which is all the time, he's Santa. Now, he doesn't know that Santa brings him presents yet, so we're going to try to.
Well, yeah, you got to, I would dare.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh, I live next to the American Dream, so.
There are malls still?
Oh, there's probably a
there
great
are malls,
Santa
of course.
at that mall.
But I would dare any of you to wait with my daughter in a line for Santa.
Oh, yeah, true. Your daughter's got the line.
Luck with that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Exactly.
My kid fucking hated
Steven
Santa.
knows. Yeah.
Listen.
You wait in that line for 40 minutes. You have 5 tantrums. You get to the front, and they fucking hate it.
But so like when the kid's
thanks.
really young and doesn't know about the gifts, that's just a waste of time, hit or misses. You get the cute picture, but when the kid knows Santa is young and knows Santa gives gifts, then I'm sure the kid does want to visit Santa. It's going to be a cute picture.
You got to tell him what you fucking want.
The one that's always crazy, no matter what the age, is the Easter Bunny, because half of the kids just scream at the Easter Bunny.
What's the same thing? There's
It's
no difference. There's
but
no
the Easter Bunny's
difference.
scary. The Easter Bunny
There's a
is
huge
way
difference.
It's a big
One's an animal, one's a
fucking
man.
Furry. Yes.
You can't look the Easter Bunny in the eye, Will.
No.
And did you watch the Boy Scouts
Yeah, but the
documentary?
eyes of Santa are creepy when he's a drunk old man.
No, it's just the man's eyes.
Do you know why pedos went into the Boy Scouts? Because that's where the
certain type of
kids
man's
were,
eyes.
Will.
Yeah.
You bet. Look, it's not as many pedos that are Santa Clauses as scout leaders, but like, it's more than 18%.
Yeah. Well, the ones outside the mall, those are mostly pedos.
Right, exactly.
The gas station Santas?
Yeah.
I don't have
Anyway.
much patience for any of it. Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, even if you are terrified of Santa as a kid, you eventually should grow out of that stage, unless you're 47-year-old Gary Hollidge of Kent, England, who looks like a mixture of all of us put together, kind of.
Why does he look so scared?
Why are you scared?
He looks remorseful. I did it again.
Well, he's
Did
scared.
he wet himself?
Yeah,
He's
he
scared
looks
because
remorseful.
this time of year is Gary's least favorite time of year because he has Santa phobia and has suffered from the crippling fear of Santa Claus ever since he was 7 years old. Gary said, quote, "When I was 5, my mom took me to the mall to visit Santa. We got separated and ended up getting kidnapped, locked in the trunk for over 24 hours before I was able to escape my captors. I was traumatized, and I guess I just associate Santa with being kidnapped and all the stuff that happened to me."
That's not a real story.
I'm kidding. That's not a real
what?
story. That's not why he's scared.
No, he's
That's
just
not why-
weak-minded.
If that was the reason why,
No. That was fake. No, he's not even scared of the real Santa. He's scared of these type of things, which the dancing fake Santas. These little characters.
Oh, the awesome things.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this picture where he's.
This
like,
is bullshit, bro.
Is he
This is-
posing
Yeah,
next
he's not
to it?
scared of these things.
This
He
is
can
such
sit next
posed
to it.
bullshit.
No. It
sit
only
next to
scares
it.
him once it starts going. Once it starts jiggling and moving.
way. There's no
he's
way.
got to get out of there.
But Wes, who brought the fucking flash to the photo shoot? You know, like this is
brought
staged,
the fucking
bro.
doll with him. He
Yeah,
put it on the table.
It looks like a magazine spread for guys that are afraid of Santa.
You wouldn't see me sitting next to a tarantula in a glass case, being like, "Let's do a picture." Like,
Yeah,
this
it
guy-
looks like they're
this guy's full
selling.
of shit.
They're selling specific therapy services
This guy's
for
full of
for
fucking.
Santaphobics.
He says it's a little weird dancing figures that freak me out, or as they're really creepy, and it's the way they move that gets him. So once they start moving, that's when they freak him out.
That's when he gets hard.
This is so
Yeah.
fake. This is
Yeah.
fake.
He said as soon as little Santa starts jiggling, I start to break out in a cold sweat. It's terrible. It runs down my back, around my neck, and my palms get really clammy. It's not enjoyable as they appear anywhere, anytime, and it's a nightmare. So he just basically can't go to malls. He can't go to Target. He can't go anywhere. Certainly can't go to Home Depot because he might run right into this thing, which is a 72-inch
Yeah,
dancing
that's kind of
Santa.
scary.
Yeah, that's scary to anyone. Though,
That's
right?
pretty scary.
Dude, that's scary as fuck.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, and
It's like he's doing the floss, but if you were, an 80-year-old man.
and he sings Christmas songs to you too.
He moves way too fast to be Santa.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah, that's scary. He said
72 inches.
Yeah, 72 inches. That's
He's just
what,
vibrating from side
6
to
feet
side.
tall.
It looks like a human too. It's not-
6 foot tall dancing Santa. Anyway, they said that his fear made life at school difficult, as his friends would constantly ask him to go to their dinner, like house at Christmas time, and he'd have to somehow figure out if they had one of these dancing Santas before he would
Every
go over
corner.
there. Yeah.
What do your parents do for a living? They well off?
Yeah. Did they have dancing Santa in there? He said no one at school found out, and because he was smart enough to keep it secret from everyone. Otherwise, there would have been dancing Santa on his desk every day. But
He's like,
yeah,
they're like, "What are you scared of?" He's like, "Certainly not dancing Santas."
yeah.
Right? That'd
So-
be crazy.
So
They're
this
like, yeah,
one,
of course not.
like you guys said, this one's kind of a little bit of bullshit. Santa-phobia. It's not even like a real word, but there are many phobias. I did a little deep dive that are associated with the holidays and Christmas that are real. And I found a few of them. I'm going to share a couple of them with you that I found were pretty funny. So let me know if you guys have any of these. All right, and I'm gonna butcher how they're pronounced.
Wrapping paper stuff.
But oh well. Ecclesiophobia,
Lights.
which is the fear of church. So
I
that
have
Christmas Eve mass is out. Can't go.
Why
to
didn't I know
church.
about this until right now?
Yeah.
Christianitiacophobia, fear of Christmas altogether, all-encompassing fear of Santa, parties, other Christmas stuff. The phobia is basically called wet blanket syndrome.
Yeah, that sounds made up.
Phagophobia, this one's obvious. It's the fear of swallowing or choking on a big old piece of food.
Pile of
so,
sticks. Wait.
so a holiday feast is their worst nightmare.
What'd you call it?
That's the name.
It's
of that?
phagophobia. That's what it's called. Phagophobia. Yeah. PHAGO.
Oh, PH.
Might be Fago.
Yeah, you picked a lane, Wes.
It didn't work with the joke.
It was a coin toss, and
Phagophobia.
Phagophobia didn't quite work with the joke I was going for.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked it
Connected
up.
the
It
dots.
actually is pronounced phagophobia. I did a pronunciation. You can look it up yourself.
Okay.
someone take that word out of Wes's dictionary.
Gabophobia. This is the extreme anxiety of being the center of attention. So when you get a gift at Christmas time, it's your worst nightmare because everyone's staring at you, opening your gift, and you basically just hate every second.
That one I
of it.
believe. So
Yeah.
far, that's the only one I believe.
Yeah. Syngesophobia. This is the fear of your family and relatives. So you revert to your like cowardly little boy or little girl that's always bullied by your parents or your siblings, and you go to your safe place, which back then was your closet, and now it's 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah, if you have that fear, like probably someone should have checked into your parents or something. You know.
Yeah. 2 more. Cellophobia. It's the fear of twinkling or flashing lights, like Christmas twinkle lights. They can trigger seizures, migraines, trigger flashbacks of war, childhood trauma. And this one, which, I feel like most people had, sisanophobia. It refers to the fear of kissing beneath the mistletoe, or actually really is the fear of being with the mistletoe is more about being grabbed and kissed by a stranger, or just someone you prefer not to kiss you. So basically the fear of being sexual assaulted by a friend in a holiday sweater.
Okay.
I met a few girls with sisanophobia.
Yeah, me too. So
These phobias, I mean, how seriously do you have to be to get made a phobia? Because some of them seem fake. I'll be honest with you.
a lot of them seem fake, Will. I think you have to really just commit to the role, like Gary is trying to do. I think long. Yeah, see, Wes ain't lying. Definitely pronounced the funny way. Thank you. I looked it up, trust me. And I was like, wow, this is incredible.
Thank God.
This is perfect.
What cover?
Thank you to Stephen, commenter Stephen. He was trying to spell out phagophobia for us.
Thank you.
What luck for all Wes.
Yeah, well, gonna be using this one.
Phonetic spelling.
That's a card.
Yeah. So there you have it. A lot of phobias. Poor Gary is just in misery, and a lot of other people too during the holidays. So you never know what people are going through. So be nice to everyone, right? That's the moral.
I would be a lot more upset for somebody if they had just been laid off than if they have Christmas phobia. Personally.
Yeah.
So
does anyone have a fear of being laid off on the holiday season? Because that's probably.
Yeah.
I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no shit. Yeah, that happened to us, right?
Yeah, we've all been laid off on the holidays. That's how this show.
Together. We got laid off together.
Laid off together 2 holidays ago. Yeah.
You guys
You
got
remember
plans
that?
for Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
You should probably make some.
Kate was talking about us on the on her show today, and she goes, they used to have a show here. You remember? And one or two people were like, "Oh yeah, I think I remember."
Weren't they fired around Christmas?
Weren't they fired over the holidays?
But I'll tell you what, guys. I know one phobia that is fake, and that's the fear of steak. Nobody has the fear of steak, right? Unless maybe you're a vegetarian. Yeah, that's kind of a phobia all in itself. And Omaha Steaks is here to prove that you shouldn't be scared of steak, and also take away all your holiday fears, because they will turn any holiday fear upside down with a giant gift basket and gift box of beautiful steaks sent right to your door. And it makes a great gift. We've all gotten them. I made burgers last night that were probably the juiciest burgers I've ever had in my life, quite frankly.
Up there. Top 5, top 3 in my life too. Yeah.
Yeah, they were delicious. The quality, convenience, and everything you need to deliver an unforgettable holiday gift experience is right there at your fingertips with Omaha Steaks. The holidays are here. Achieving gift greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, and delicious Omaha Steaks. Whether it's a bacon-wrapped filet, hot dogs, burgers, just incredible. My dad always made shitty. One thing my dad always made shitty growing up were burgers. I wish we had Omaha Steaks in my house back then. He just couldn't cook a good burger.
Wow. Ricochet. Yeah. What the ricochet shot? What the hell?
Amazing, right? I couldn't believe it. Like hockey pucks.
Well, also,
my dad was a vegetarian. He cooked a great burger.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. Damn. Cooked a mean steak. Just couldn't cook a burger.
I always wanted to say it. Now I can. Thanks to Omaha Steaks.
Take that.
Yeah.
Now you know,
yeah,
Dad.
but also, if you know that you're going somewhere where you need to bring good food, that's a great point, Wes. Omaha Steaks.
So if you want to take the guesswork out of gifting this holiday season, go to omahasteaks.com. Use code HARDFACTOR at checkout. Get $30 off your order. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites, air-chilled chicken breast, juicy burgers, anything you want. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away. So shop early and beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout. It's the gift that we remembered with every unforgettable bite. Or this complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout. That's $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
All right. I got a couple wild and crazy party girls for you, like I said earlier. Ow. Well, first up, let's start with crazy. Okay, so a 34-year-old woman who is not being named was flying from, I think, Dayton, Ohio, somewhere in Ohio, to Houston recently.
Ooh, that's a bad girl route.
Yeah, on Southwest, when she went full crazy mid-flight.
Those are
got up-
party cities and a Southwest flight. So
Dayton to Houston.
Those are party cities for girls that only drink hard liquor.
like the people in those cities get drunk, like
a Gaetz
at a
route.
dive bar.
She was flying solo too, no husband, no kids, and no plans really, as you'll hear. She got up from her seat, walked to the back of the plane, and stared at the exit sign. That was concerning pretty much everyone. So at that point, the flight attendant, a lot of them got involved, but one of them got up and said, "Hey, crazy, use the bathroom or get back to your seat." She ignored that, and then 2 other flight attendants approached her, at which point she said, "Can I just look at the window, please?" All while staring and pawing at the word exit.
Back in like in the little flight attendants zone.
Yeah, I've already used the bathroom right now. That's what she said.
I'm just haunting this area so that nobody else can feel comfortable while they urinate.
Yeah, at this point, the passengers started freaking out, rightfully so. And with the murmurs of, "She's trying to open the fucking door," going around the plane,
They don't know you can't open the door. You can't open the door.
Yeah, they're going around. A male veteran on the flight got up and saw that she was, in fact, at this point, trying to open the door. And with the freakish, crazy person strength she had, she was the petite, sane flight attendants were no match for her. So she was, getting her way. So this, I'm assuming, large male veteran tackled her, which was a great move for everyone on the plane, but not particularly for the man, as she bit him in the thigh and like lockjawed on his thigh like a pit bull. No one could get her off this dude's thigh. They were hitting her, pulling at her. People were pouring water on her head. People were crying hysterically. It was like the scene from Chris Farley's Decaffeinated Crystals. They're banging pots on her head.
They opened the door.
Yeah, they opened the door.
She didn't get sucked out. Yeah,
she did not.
Could suck her out.
Goodness.
Finally, the guy. So finally, the large male had to
And stick a finger up her ass?
in her teeth. Yeah, in her ass. Stick a finger in her
Right,
ass.
Wes. That's a good point. Like
I
with
would
the
have stuck a
dogs.
finger right up her ass.
Yeah, somebody should have.
Wes like, "I got this.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
Step aside."
Pull her
You would've
pants
been the-
down.
That's how you undraw the pit bull. Yeah.
You would have been the
Pull
real
his
hero.
pants down.
Yeah, the veteran
Give me a
thinks.
thumb. Yeah, can I borrow your thumb for a second?
There's photos of Wesley just with a brown finger holder. He's got a medal on his neck and a brown finger.
Yeah, I got a thumbs up and a finger.
Yeah.
He just sighs, waits for the veteran to get tired out, and pops in with the.
But the guy, he
I
actually.
bet you wish you knew this trick for your leg got fit, huh?
What are you guys
We
doing?
got a little Miss Moffat back here.
Eventually, the guy had to put his hand in her mouth very dangerously and pry her jaw and teeth loose with his own hand in her jaw. That's how deep it was. He obviously there was an immediate emergency landing in Arkansas or somewhere, and authorities got the woman to admit to what I have been saying for a while now on this show, and that's that the most dangerous type of person is the split personality person that thinks Jesus is talking to them directly, because guess what? She told them that Jesus told her to buy a flight from Dayton to Houston. So this lady was a no-bagger. She showed up with absolutely no luggage. That's a red flag. And that Jesus also told her to open the door mid-flight. So Jesus planned the whole thing.
Yeah. When you're getting direct orders from a deity,
it's
you're
problematic.
in Kanye land. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to try to kill a whole plane full of people is what you're going to do, Will. She was covered in blood when she told them that, also because she was hitting her head on the plane after she bit the victim, just, bashing
Next
her
party
head.
girl. Next party girl, Mark.
Yeah. By the way,
And I'm not saying that all religions
I thought this was
are
going to be a
nutty.
fun segment.
no.
What I'm saying is if you're getting direct orders from
Right.
your head deity, like the God of the universe in your religion is speaking to you directly to open a door. Yeah, no, that's you're not.
Man.
That's not. I don't think that's what the religion's telling you to do.
You know how girls are embracing the term throat goat? They should be embracing the term head deity.
Head deity.
I like that.
head deity.
Head deity. I give God head. So also the veteran that didn't want to be named and already had PTSD got PTSD from that incident. He was so shocked by the insanity of the zombie woman that speaks to Jesus that he had to reportedly call a veterans crisis hotline to talk through the horrors of the plane flight. Yeah, he was fucked up because she was probably just saying the most insane things after lockjawing him. And
So scary to have someone
Yeah.
gun on your thigh.
it was worse than war. Yeah,
like a
pretty
battle,
bad.
like a.
Next crazy girl, party girl. Next wild and crazy party girl is more of a party girl. Okay, Pat. The only thing,
hell yeah.
The only thing crazy about her is how big her boobs are and how and her desire to wreck homes is pretty crazy too. So let's head to Germany, where this guy left this lady.
Same haircut as him.
Yeah, this guy left this lady, his wife of 16 years and mother of
Side part. Yeah.
mother of 3 children, for this woman, a porn star with double G boobies.
Whoa!
I think
She always making that. Always making that face like she's farting.
It's like her superhero pose.
Yeah.
She's wearing. What is that? Is that like a swimsuit with the built-in scarf on the top? That's the
right.
weirdest like dress I've ever seen. But
I like
mean,
her tan lines on her because she's got those like slutty
like
strap
tape,
boots on.
the strap boots.
The outfit's fine, guys. The pose is fine.
You like the strap boot tail
like
on
the
her
strap boot
on her
tan.
legs.
Yeah.
Hot.
That's hot. Yeah.
I mean,
That's,
you
you know,
can
that
see why
she
I
dances.
did it.
Yeah,
She strips outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. She strips outside.
Classy.
Well, no, it's because the tape is so tight, it's making her skin tone change. That's what Wes likes
That's what
about
it
it.
is. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
well,
clear tape, and he's like, "Oh yeah, look how clear, look how pressed that is."
Just like how she's not put together that well.
she's wrapped up.
That's
Yeah.
really what I like about
Oh, you'll see how put together she is. I mean, that's pretty much the story. It's a tale as old as time. The man was boobnatized and chose jugs over even his own kids. But the reason it's a story is because he's a German member of parliament.
Oh,
Which is why, and also his ex-wife was a German member of parliament. They were considered like the German it couple, the hot parliament couple that like was power couple in Germany. They were in the FDP party, of which this 44-year-old dude, Hagen Reinhold, is the chairman of the Eastern Division. So they were like super powerful people. But the ex-wife recently resigned from parliament and is moving across the country, probably to get away from her cheating husband and his new bimbo.
yeah. You don't want to be around that.
I want to run into them at the restaurant.
Meaning,
You want the kids to see her all the time. Like he's out at dinner with her, she's wearing like a thong at
Yes.
dinner. Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
they got trailers in trailer parks in Germany, or what's the equivalent? Like, cause you know what I mean? There's you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you like he's
What are you
saying
saying?
he picked her up at the Paper Moon.
You mean
Pat.
in
They
white
have Paper
trash?
Moons.
I'm talking about she's
They-
German white trash. Yeah, she's
have
German
Paper
white
Moons.
trash.
she's
They have strip
rich,
clubs.
Pat, because she's a huge German porn star. She was a star of German's Big Brother. She owned her own real estate agency, and she was married to a real estate mogul who she divorced and got half his money. So she's worth several $1 million.
she's a catch.
Her name is Anina Semmelhock, and yeah, she made.
She's richer than him.
Oh yeah, she made the movie. She was transitioning from all those industries to, drum roll please, politics. when she met him. Yeah, so they met at an
She's already
empowering.
in porn, sorry.
Yeah, they met at an empowering women in politics seminar where she quickly caught the eye of and then the cock of the chairman of the party hosting the seminar. Pretty ironic. Empowering women in politics if they have a
Well,
huge rack and are
Mark-
willing to sleep with the top politician.
When you're the top porn star transitioning to politics and you go to the politics seminar, you're gonna suck the dick of the top politician.
You're gonna get fucked.
I mean, that's a true advantage. Like this, I know there's been movies about that where like a prostitute, right, someone who's unashamedly, unabashedly sexual, goes into a different industry, and they're like, yeah, hey man, I suck dick over here for $100. I'll suck your dick to get a raise for $100,000 raise. I'll suck. I mean,
To get a
I was
great job in
$100.
politics?
I was sucking dick for $100.
Yeah.
You'll see. She gets what she wants. She obviously got whatever gig she wanted. Here's her at the seminar, looking all cute in her outfit, and then here, this is another thing at the seminar. This is her.
Was that a Christmas tree?
Oh, I don't know. Germans always love Christmas.
Yeah,
probably.
it's Christmas. Okay.
This is her in a one-on-one.
Certainly don't love Hanukkah.
This looks like the thumbnail to a porn scene, right?
It does.
But it's actually her at a one-on-one seminar with Reinhold, her new beau. She posted that picture over the summer online with the caption, "During the last week of the German Bundestag session, I visited the office of Hagen Reinhold, MDB. Thank you very much for your participation and your commitment. I felt very comfortable with you." And I'd say, no shit, comfortable enough to have an orgasm.
Like the fuck
Several
on that
times.
table.
Yeah.
No man, I want to get thin enough to rock a sand-colored suit one day. It's like a fat guy, you just can't really rock a sand-colored suit. But
No, you look like a beach. You look like
Yeah.
you look like you are the
Does this
beach.
look good?
But he looked good in that. He's like a thin German. He looked.
Oh,
I'm jealous.
He's keeping it tight. That's why he upgraded, I guess. So they are together now, and his ex is on suicide watch. By the way, speaking of porn,
You got to kind of hate these two people, right?
Yeah. Speaking
a little bit.
Let's
Yeah.
do a little porn thumbnail.
They're kind of the
Listen,
worst.
relationships end. Just because she's a porn star doesn't mean
He's
that.
got 3 kids.
Listen, people get
The
divorced.
dick wants
all the
what
time.
it wants.
Do you guys want to see her porn thumbnails?
Yes.
Yes, me.
So here's one of her porn thumbnails, right?
Ooh, that's late 90s.
like
That's
it
early
more.
2000s coloring.
Here's another one, different porn, but you'll notice she has a thing for men in uniform, as you can see. I did a little research, and she did fine work. Fine work indeed. Some of her top-selling titles were Big Tits A-List and Busty Cock Worshippers 2. And I'm sure a lot of
You think his sons jack off to her porns now?
No, I don't think they're that old. But I'm sure a lot of fans of Busty Cock Worshippers 1 were worried about the sophomore slump. The sequel is rarely as good as the original. But luckily, they were able to breathe a sigh of relief when Anina appeared on screen. They're like, oh, thank God. She loves cock and is very busty.
My concern was how busty will they be?
She's still, they're bustier in 2.
Can't be bustier in 2, right?
Yeah, they are. Much bustier.
I love how porn would just lean into the franchise model. They were really ahead of their time, right? Like now it's all Marvel movies, all franchise. But porn was doing that forever, man. Like I watched Where the Boys Aren't 8, which is a Jenna Jameson series.
They would have like 22 volumes of like,
and why?
virgin sluts.
By the way, Anina's porn name was Nina Eutychus, and you can look her up on all the major ones.
ANINA.
ANNINA. 3 N's.
You know that his
And then
kids
Eutychus, She's got like hundreds of
you.
porns. She was a huge
ANN.
porn star. She also made U.S. news. I guess like some of the guys in the NYPD were kind of looking at her porns and how she kept banging guys in uniform. They got an idea because back in 2019 she made U.S. news when she got to like have a sneak preview of the 14th floor of the NYPD building, which is for police only and has sensitive materials, and you're only supposed to go in there if you're a cop or you're like on a field trip and you're signed in. And she was posting pictures in 2019 of her with like sensitive materials and rooms that had sensitive information, and it caused a big stink. And everyone's
Covering
like,
up sensitive areas.
Yes, it caused like a big stink, and the NYPD couldn't explain why she was there. And of course, she posted those pictures online, and she's like, "A friend of mine arranged for me to visit him at work," type thing.
Yeah, they insisted that I come over.
Banging, he was showing her off. Yeah.
Mark, this is the last Google result, and it just doesn't. Asian lesbians French kissing. Do you think that's her? Or I don't. That doesn't sound right. Okay.
No, Anina Eutychus, bro.
No, I think I got it right.
She has huge boobs and is blonde.
Got it.
You can't miss it. But yeah, she infiltrated the NYPD and the German parliament. She can get pretty much wherever she wants. Thank God she's not like a Russian spy.
I mean, she could be easily.
She could be.
Also, like, she could easily be the next like prime minister over there. Right? Like the chancellor, I guess that's what it is in Germany. It doesn't seem like
way up.
Scholes. Is he like strong? The new guy doesn't seem. It seems like there's a challenger could come through.
It could be Anina.
I do want to say one thing about her, and this is just how, Mark, you checked her workout. I haven't, but I did just glance at a page. And when you see thumbnails like this on a porn star's page, when it's a thumbnail of a guy fully clothed looking really satisfied instead of, the woman, then she's doing good work.
She's A+, pal.
I mean, that's different, right? To see that as a thumbnail, right?
Yeah. Out of all the like porn stars we've covered in stories that aren't like household porn names, she's by far the best porn after on the research. She's a pro.
Wow. High grade there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Recommend her work.
Wow.
All right. You guys ready for the high five?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
It's time for the high five.
All right. First up, a little fact check Friday. It's pronounced Guangzhou, the city in China near Hong Kong or part of Hong Kong, whatever, that's getting the CCP crackdown, Roman Legion, and human chicken coop treatment, along with a lot of the rest of the country, I'd imagine. But I kept saying Guangzhou. It's Guangzhou.
It's close.
It's a good attempt.
Yeah. So, and turns out, unfortunately, Tanakh Huerta actually admitted that he has a flat front, and the bulged up version of his shorts was the fake one. So
Shut up.
Why would he admit that?
turns out that his penis is quite small, and he admitted to it.
What?
So
How did we get?
I still
fooled?
think our Penis Power movie plays though.
How did
where
you get
he gets
fooled
a
into
bigger
that, Will?
one, and well, no, it's just that's what happened.
He's saying that actually I have a small penis.
Yeah, that was what he.
Who
that's
did
what
the
he
story
said.
that he had a big penis?
I
Was
did.
it you?
Wes.
Oh, Wes. How did you get fooled into him having a big penis, Wes?
Because it was all over it was like a trending thing that that they CGI'd this bulge out of the movie.
He wanted to believe it.
I think you made some assumptions.
I think Wes just wanted the whoever
Maybe
to
I
have a
did.
huge
Maybe
dick.
I did want that.
Yeah.
You fabricated the big dick story.
Maybe I
Well,
like
look,
the world a
did
little
you
bit
see
better.
the bulge? There's no other explanation.
There's fake photos everywhere online. You didn't do any research?
It was on the New York Post.
Okay.
All right. Okay, fellas, in the moment everybody's been waiting for this week, I'm going to bring up Thor Smash, okay? And we're going to go over the Fatathon results and do a little wheel spin for who else gets the prize. Thor, welcome to the show. How you doing, Thor?
What's going on, boys? How we doing? Looking fat as usual, Mark.
Thanks, Thor.
Oh man! Oh man!
Pat looks
Right
like
off
he's
the
having
bat.
a fucking stroke.
Yeah, I didn't know you were coming on.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
good to see you, man.
He's here to give us motivation. So, Thor, what happened in this last Fatathon was that we went from what was it? When did we start? Like Labor Day, and then we went
Yeah.
through like Thanksgiving. Okay,
Mhm.
and we lost a total of 332 pounds. Not just the four of us, but all of us and the listeners. And there was a top 10. I got second in this thing. The listener aristocrat, he got first, so he's the real champion of this. But then guys, do you know where you finished, Pat, Wes, Mark?
I lost 4 pounds.
No, I lost like 13.
Pat actually
pounds.
gained weight.
Well,
I
you don't
almost
know
did.
that. You can't prove that.
I stopped.
And,
Pat just didn't
uh,
weigh in.
You know what it was like? It was like he suffered a hamstring injury on the first leg of the race, so I was on the
Right.
IR. You know. Is it okay?
Gallant effort.
So that being said, Thor, what's your advice to us to
I don't feel good about it. Okay.
maybe do a little bit better next time?
Boys, I don't know if there's help in any of y'all. I don't know if there's going to be help for any at this point. I mean, it's just a fucking dumpster fire right now.
Wasn't great.
You're right.
Yeah. You're right again, Thor.
I don't know. I mean, you just bring such solid points.
What's your
hard to argue
Venmo,
with.
Thor? Give you my lunch
Yeah.
money.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is because me and Aristocrat got number 1, he gets a prize pack. Obviously, he gets whatever he wants. He got
Okay.
number 1. And then we have 8 other people in the top 10 aside from me and him. And it's Adam, D. Swa, Dave Storms. And here's an interesting fact about Dave Storms. He actually used Liver King's honor supplement during
No,
this.
he did not.
He did. He did. Dave was on the Liver King's honor supplement.
That's why he lost all the weight.
Right?
I mean, he got him into, let's see,
That's a good point, Thor. Do you
third,
have
fourth,
any,
fifth place.
for us and the listeners, do you have any recommendation for a supplement to take, like a GNC?
Yeah, do you sell a supplement, Thor?
How can we cheat, Thor?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the best thing to do is just find yourself just a solid fat burner, and then just try your best just to add some cardio in.
So a machine, or what's a fat burner?
Fat burner, Pat, would be.
No.
It's not the white powder that people snort at the clubs. It's actually, you can buy this at
Okay.
GNC at Vitamin Shop.
Oh, it's like a
Wink,
supplement. Okay.
Wink, wink. Yeah, right. Yeah. thanks.
Wasn't sure if it's like a superfood. Okay.
It could be
yeah.
close to it. Yeah, it could be close to it. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So we'll get some fat burners. These guys already have. Jay Reed was also in the top 10. The Corey Bruce, Courtney B, Jay Stevens, and Lombard Trucking. So
Nice.
I think that we should spin, guys, for what's become like the de facto merch of the show, the red shades hoodie. Here's Jackson's dad modeling it.
Yeah, I'd say they can pick whatever hoodie or sweatshirt they want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you really should go for the red shades.
Right.
It's become like the hoodie of the show. Okay.
Jackson's sad looking good in that hoodie.
Yeah, and a hat. We should get him a hat too.
Yeah, hat and hoodie.
And
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Who's gonna get the other prize pack?
Spinneroonie.
Oh,
No,
it's gonna be
Storms.
close.
oh, it's Jay Reed. Dave Storms got it stolen from him in the last second.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Tough week for Reed.
tough.
For Dave starts with the Liver King. The Liver
Get
King.
you a sticker.
injury.
We'll get you a sticker, Storms.
Yeah, we got to get Dave something. Sorry, Dave. And Thor, thank you for shepherding us through this process. I'm sorry that only one of us could lose any weight, and you know,
We're gonna do better next time, Thor.
It's been fucking hell watching you fat asses every week. It's killing me.
yeah.
Sorry,
Well, next
man.
time we're gonna have to
us
get you
too.
a little bit more hands-on. You know, maybe we do a workout with you somehow, like an online
Absolutely.
workout.
Yeah.
should do
Me and
a
Mark
live-
are, me and Mark are get real hands on in the back of the gym.
Why do you think I'm a ginger? By the way, I'm a brunette.
You wear that hat, and you get whatever you want, pal.
Thank you. All right.
That's some. I feel like I'm back in Louisiana.
Good point. Well, Thor's in Texas, right? What part of Texas?
So what?
Well, you're in Texas, right? What part of Texas?
No, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
from
the-
Austin. From
the
outside of
gayest
Austin.
city on the East Coast.
Is it though?
If you know where to look, Thor.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought
That's
Manhattan
been to the
was.
bars, apparently.
Nice. No, we should do a punishment for not doing well. We should do like a live workout with Thor and post it on YouTube.
I think so.
Very nice. Very
I think that's
nice.
what we owe the listeners.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Thor. Thank you, Thor, for coming on. You were actually nicer than I thought you'd be, so I really appreciate that.
I'm just
for
trying
all-
my best to hold back my aggression because just anytime I see a fat person, I just want to immediately bomb it.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Fair enough.
All right, well, I'm going to kick you off so you don't puke on screen. Thanks for
All right,
coming on,
boys.
Thor.
Later,
Except-
Take up.
Oh, shit. Cut him off. Sorry, Thor. Okay, fellas, real quick, before we move on, we've got another appearance. Okay, I was going to do this a little bit later, but he's already here. And this guy, he goes by the name of Big Log. And we showed him a couple weeks ago on the High Five, and he did a little soup chug, a little soup.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I
Shotgun?
love this guy.
Oh
Remember Big
yeah.
Log here?
We're having a little fun this live show. Back
We
to
were
back
having
guests.
a-
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's like a
What- what
variety
the,
show.
The final poll was about which soup you would want to chug.
Oh,
I'm-
yeah,
I'm-
Wes, pull that up. But here he is, without further ado, Big Log.
Oh, I gotta pay attention to Big.
How we
Log.
doing, gentlemen?
Big log.
Hey, Big Log.
Good,
in
how
the
are you, Big
Basement of
Log?
a frat house.
Good. Pleasure to be on Hard Factor.
That's a nice hat you got.
Thought I'd dress up for the occasion, you know.
A scally cap. Yeah. Nice.
Where are
Is
you,
that-
Big
yeah.
Log? Yeah.
I'm in my fraternity house, unfinished basement.
Wes
exactly what
called
I
it.
thought.
What? No. Did you
Yeah.
hear what he said? And then you repeated it back, or is that really what happened?
No,
here?
Wes nailed it. So, are you guys like an art fraternity, or like you got some talent there? What's say on the wall behind you there?
It says Molt. It's where I live.
Okay.
You know, we're not too creative with it. Our street's molten, so
I thought it said like mound, like or mons for mons pubis or something like.
That's a public school though. You're at, I can tell.
yeah, state-funded university.
Yep.
Yeah.
No shame in that.
Well,
Brings me
Big
back.
Log, you know, what Wes, do you happen to know which soup won the
No, I was gonna look it up. I wanted to talk to
Well,
Big
do you
Log
have
for a
it? Do
second.
you have
But Big Log, what's
do you
your
have
favorite
multiple?
soup?
Do you have soups with you, multiple or?
All right, where do I start? Really, I'm a soup connoisseur, much like
Okay.
your good friend PFT.
Right. Okay. Yeah, he loves the soup. Yeah.
Are we talking bisques? Are we talking chowders? What are we doing here?
I mean,
I just want to
we're
know.
always
what
gonna
your
go
favorite-
chowder, Big Log. I
We
mean,
don't want you to choke to death live on air. That's what we don't want. But
This
if you
is-
feel like you can handle chowder,
I mean, I don't know if I'd say we don't want that, Wes.
is one of them thicker and has more dairy in it?
I don't want it on my.
I mean, death does get views, so if I
Is there
choke,
corn-
this
do
will.
you have
Right. That's
corn?
what I'm saying. Big
Something
Log.
with
You know,
corn.
I mean,
hey, if you're willing
go
to
as
die,
hard
Big
as you
Log,
want
go
to
for
go.
it.
I don't.
Well,
I hope you don't die.
Before you go, Big Log, so real quick, tell why you chug soup. How did you come to chug soup?
Why does anyone do anything? Why do fish swim? Why do plumbers plumb?
Good point.
Yeah, no,
No.
but you one day you had the soup and you said, "I'm gonna drink this real
he
fast."
didn't have a
And-
he didn't have a microwave, Pat.
yeah.
It was for an extracurricular activity. I can't get into detail for legal reasons, but
Hazing.
Oh, he was hazed.
He was,
No,
he was the
no,
best
no,
soup
no.
chugger at hazing.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
never.
So is that like your thing? I remember at Virginia Tech there was a guy named Nipper. He ate an onion real fast.
No,
Are you
he
like
was my big brother, and I ate an onion faster than him.
okay?
Ooh,
Well,
take that, Nipper.
I was judging people.
I'm
People
your
don't
friend,
know.
but you couldn't
Lots of
remember
beers
that.
happen. I don't remember you eating an onion. I don't remember you eating. I just remember
hazing. We had to eat onion like an apple. Like you have to.
my point is, are you the soup guy on campus? Do people know you? Like, Big Log's coming through. Hide your Campbells or what? You know.
I mean, I'm a man of many talents. You know, it's just one of the tools in the toolbox. Some people know me as the soup guy. 40K views on one of my TikToks.
Hell yeah.
Minorly viral.
Nice.
So
it should be called Big Views.
Trying to be.
Big views.
Big Log, do you have a tomato soup? Because if you spill tomato, it would look like you're bleeding to death, which would be cool.
Yeah, what do you got?
What's your favorite soup to chug? Let me ask you that.
I mean, Campbell's Chunky, of course. It's the easiest one to go down. Big.
What do you think of Dentine? Is that one? Is that
Dentine Moore?
Dentine Moore.
Dentine Moore.
Dentine Moore. Dentine is a toothpaste.
Dentine
Moore.
We got to move this on. We got to get some soup down this man's throat.
All right. Well, Big Log, what do you want to chug? I'm about to big you up.
Well, you'll hear. Instead of just doing a plain old soup shotgun, I thought I'd channel my inner Edgar Allan Poe and recite a soup-themed poem.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, please recite.
Cream of broccoli, cream of corn. So many decisions, I'm extremely torn. Much like a mother's muff after a large child is born. Oh, sweet cream. Oh, sweet cream.
Too soon.
Which one shall I choose? A can to rip open, a soup I shall abuse. But broccoli and corn are not the soups for me. Two shitty soups, no better than chickpea.
Ooh.
A high-class dish that will make your panties leak. It came to me in a vision on the couch where I slept. A creamy substance that not even Law and Order SVU could expect. Although it may look like semen, I'm prepared to be a demon. Oh, sweet cream, oh, sweet cream. I finally found the one. It's perfect in every way, except it looks like cum.
Yeah.
Cream of mushroom is the soup for me.
It's a sonnet.
It makes me so excited, I might actually pee. I will shotgun this soup with all sincerity and speak these words with the utmost clarity. Thank you to the Hard Factor boys for having me on the pod. Much like the Mega Powers, you make quite the squad.
Hell yeah.
I will chug this soup and leave with a Sia before this cream of mushroom gives me diarrhea.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cream of mushroom. Great choice. Great choice, Big Log.
I thought you were pre-law there for a second, but now I'm thinking English major. Like, you know, like, whoa.
Here we go.
Communications major.
Sure.
Oh, nice. Good. That's a good one. That was my
That checks out.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's in the can.
Also, cream of mushroom.
Salty.
Yeah, salty.
The one that gave you the farts.
Not only looks like cum, sounds like cum. Cream of mushroom sounds like
All
it's
right.
jizz.
Can someone give a verbal count off for so we can time this?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Do it, Big Log.
And he's off. 1, 2, 3,
Started at the 09.
4,
Hear the music playing?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got to keep in mind it's not carbonated. 10.
It was an 11-second. I saw.
Wow.
Perfect. It was an 11-second.
I thought he got hung up on a mushroom chunk for a second, but he powered
I
through.
did include some music that is not done well.
Oh, it's so classy. I thought it was one of the classiest things I've ever seen. Big
I would
Log.
see a soup chugging show at like Vegas with classical music in the background. I'd absolutely.
Right.
Great juxtaposition.
I think there's
Yeah,
a
maybe-
future in that.
Maybe you have like a great chef who's like that's half the show making the soup, and you know it's like a food show, and then you watch Big Log suck it down.
Right when he's done, yeah, they blend everything, and then Big Log funnels it the whole meal.
So let me
He
ask
just
you.
funnels the entire meal.
Let me ask
like
you a question, Big Log.
appetizer through dessert.
You've obviously got that sized soup down pat. Have you ever done too many of those or a larger soup and then projectile vomited soup?
Yeah, like a family style.
Yeah.
Family size.
Well, that clam chowder video you gentlemen saw, that didn't end too well. I'm not gonna lie.
Cold clam chowder, yeah.
I was hungover in the morning and had a family size can of clam chowder. So as you'd expect,
Yep.
Came out the nose a bit, huh?
Family size.
I booted right away
Yeah.
after that.
It's fair.
Fair.
That's fair.
Got to make sure you have an emergency contact card in the
That's
back.
what they were
back-
betting on.
back pocket
Well,
there.
it's a dangerous game, chugging soup, Big Log. But we thank you for doing it, and we thank you for coming on the show.
Loved your poem.
And,
Go have fun with the boys.
Will
Yeah.
do.
All right.
Yeah, the
Thanks,
the
Big
party
Log.
can
Thanks,
start
brother.
at the Molt.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Big Log. All right, that was
Wow.
Big Log, everybody.
Beautiful.
We have
Love to
some
see
of
a
the best
young-
listeners in the
You
world
love to see a
in the
young
Heart of High.
college kid out there doing his thing, just chasing his dreams,
Hell yeah.
chugging soup. You know.
Yeah. Big Log is innovating the soup drinking world at the unnamed state college basement that he lives in. And Thor Smash is making people in Atlanta much fitter by
Real-
shaming them.
Pat did his
Real-
classic remembering.
No.
Remember,
So Mark,
we went to there was a school Virginia Tech. We knew a kid
Mark-
that went there. He could
Mark,
eat
hold on. What I was about to say, I never saw
It's like
you
the
eat
sixth-
enough.
Every time he remembers stories, I'm like in it, and I was like,
Well, hold on. I know you like credit, and that's okay. I understand.
This guy, his
But
name was Nipper. I knew him pretty good. I was good friends with him. He's my fucking big brother.
Well, whether you believe it or not, I was trying to big up you by remembering your big brother's name because I never saw you eat an onion. But if you're telling me you
You
ate
never
an
saw
onion
him
fast-
eat an onion either. 'Cause
Oh,
he
I
was-
did see him eat an onion because it wasn't in competition.
He
It
just did
was
it for
like,
fun?
hey
Yeah.
Nipper, watch this. This guy Nipper can eat the shit out of an onion, and he ate.
He just
so
did it
I-
for fun? Yeah.
And if you're telling me that you ate an onion faster than that guy Nipper, then guys,
Well, look, there's a reason I was on his squad. We were the
Yeah, Mark's
bottomless-
a-
onion
Mark's a-
boys.
we were the bottomless pits. You could chug.
Well,
we
Mark's
could
a
eat.
champ, though.
Yeah.
And you don't face Mark in a consuming
I beat
contest.
Peng
He'll fuck
Zai.
you up. Yeah.
I beat Peng Zai in a drinking competition.
Exactly. Like
Shout out
that's
Doctor.
for real. And also the most impressive thing Mark ever did was eat 3 large Quiznos subs. Now that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen you do in
The
person.
Spanish lady was like, "Oh my god, the
You don't remember how big the fucking Quiznos larges were? It was fucking insane.
That's too many subs." No.
Why are you doing it? Stop it.
3 Quiznos larges together. That was a fucking
wrong with
crazy
him?
day.
That was when I was like 160 pounds too.
You should call somebody.
Yeah, you need help. Okay. While we're talking about our accomplishments here, check it out. I finally found the clip of me going on TMZ Live. Here it is.
Yes.
In
I've seen
case
it. I've seen it.
Did
in
they
case
air
it
it?
gets C and D.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm in this TMZ, so please don't C and D this. Okay, here we go.
Davidson, go figure, man. That's pretty amazing. Something about that guy.
Will and Reno, you guys nailed it. Pete Davidson is like the Frank Sinatra of anxiety and rebound game. He never really looked back after Ariana Grande dropped the thank you next. And he's obviously still on at least Kanye's mind, even if Kim is denying it. So it's a legendary run. But
Yeah, the
also
good news-
kind of messed up about
By the way, a legendary run. He's 29, just 29.
The good news for Pete is Sebastian is not a rapper, as far as we know. So,
Right.
Well, I'm missing something.
Emily's ex-husband.
No, I know, but what am I missing about not
He's
being a
not
rapper?
going to do a couple of songs going after Pete.
Oh, I get you.
Harvey.
I get you.
Yeah.
But there's another guy that.
What's going
Yeah,
on in your mind right now? Are you
we're not
thinking,
gonna get
should
into him.
I
Yeah.
because you got a short amount of time, you want to
Yes,
make the most. Did you want to
Yeah.
like, hey guys, or were you trying to think of a killer zinger to
No,
pop in
see,
with?
the thing was, is I
What's the
probably
process?
said one too many lines there. I should have just gone with the Frank Sinatra rebound game and left it at that. But the thing was, is you do get a very short amount of time. But because I made Harvey laugh with the first one, I got a little bit extra time, I think. And then also Harvey didn't realize that Charles was talking about Kanye, and obviously I just said Kanye, so that's yeah.
Well, he didn't.
You were
yeah,
you were
he
too
didn't
heady
know
for them.
The Sebastian from Pete Davidson's friend who used to be married to Emily Ratajkowski, right? Yeah.
Right. Because
So-
like the way that they set up the segment was Harvey does the thing about Pete Davidson banging Ratajkowski, which is incredible. And then Charles talks about, yeah, her ex-boyfriend was her friend, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but
Well,
I saw
or was
that
his
one. I've
friend.
been watching a lot of those because they come on after the World Cup game. So they come on
Oh,
right
nice.
after the last World Cup game, TMZ Live. I'd
Not
never
out
seen
west,
it before.
unfortunately.
Big ups, Will, for a national TV appearance.
Yeah, it was
So
awesome.
you get on in the morning and they have a team there, I guess, and they chop it up within like 2 or 3 hours. So you
Yeah.
guys do and then they just post it like live. That
They posted
day.
like the next day. It's a lot like, honestly, it's a lot like Hard Factor.
It's a lot of Card Factor, yeah, but with a bigger team of people to edit.
It's a huge team.
we
TMZ is
do,
obviously
yeah,
a
yeah.
giant company. But yeah, so hopefully I'll go back on. Hopefully maybe the other guys will go on one day as well if I can get them in there. All right. From Brian in the Hardo Hive, raccoon on iguana violence since it's Florida Man Friday. Here's a raccoon eating an iguana. So
Oh, yeah,
it's
this
at a
one's
pool,
nuts.
and the raccoon has just got the iguana by the head. It's the side of a residential pool, and it's just gnawing on this iguana's head.
What's that
Almost-
wrestling move that he's doing? If these were men and
That's
this was
rape.
Ooh,
That's a rape.
like a choke
Greco.
out.
He's a choke out.
A rear naked choke.
That's what it is.
naked
Rear
choke.
naked choke. He's doing a rear naked
Yeah.
choke on him.
Yeah,
he almost gets to the pool too. Like he's like grasping for the pool.
That's the
It's very much
the ultimate humper.
It's very much like a Greco-Roman wrestling match. Like it's slow. He's trying to make it to the border, the safe zone.
Grinds him out.
He's trying to slap
Grinds him
the
out
yeah.
with
He's
the
trying to
naked.
slap the border to be
The
done.
lizard's like, the pool's my territory. I just got to get in the pool.
I just need to get to the pool, man. And then
he's
this fucking
Yeah,
this
the
thing
raccoon's
is-
just slowly demoralizing him.
How much more are we gonna
raccoons are
watch?
brutal.
He gives up.
How much more?
Oh,
do we
it's
need to
dead
watch
now.
This?
I think it was like, all right, it's done. Okay, that's sad. All right, the raccoon takes it into the woods and destroys it.
Got a little dark there.
Iguana. I'm disappointed in iguanas. I thought they'd put up a little more of a fight than that.
Well, it's from that website, Metal is Nature, Mark, and it's true. They make a good point. Metal is nature. Nature's metal.
Is nature is metal, right? Yeah.
Nature's metal. Right, that makes more sense. Nature's metal.
Well, metal is nature, though. If you think like alkaloids,
It's all true.
Some of the elements, yeah.
It's all true. But yeah, it's metal, Mark. But it's kind of fucked up, yeah, because it just kills it and eats it. Okay, moving on from Ivan in Texas. Check out this hot chick who's also insane. Woman accused of stabbing man multiple times for not helping her pay the bills. San Antonio PD says so.
Man,
check out the mugshot there.
Get that guy a Destiny's Child CD. She could make it on mug shouties. Am I right? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Do you think they purposely position the camera above her so she kind of has to look up at him?
I was thinking the same thing, Pat. It's a weird angle.
It's very it's a real porno BJ angle.
She's also like very aggressive. So she probably told him to do it. Put it up.
Really, aren't you really arrested? You're so arrested, aren't
Camera's
you?
got a dong hanging off the end of it. They're like, look at the dong.
Oh, we're just kidding around. Civil rights, right? Come here. You can stand up.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, that guy, her boyfriend was 42, didn't help her pay the bills, and
Her
she stabbed
mugshot
him.
says
over
she's
it.
3'2" because she's on her knees. She's got the little markers.
Hey, check this out. Look what I wrote for her height.
Yeah.
I wish, right? No, but seriously, we gotta change it.
Last listener submission. Speaking of sucking dicks, this guy is a sign language specialist for pornos, and this was sent in by Hard Factor Chester. Thank you to all listeners who sent in hilarious shit every week. Thank you to all of you. We always use it. Here's the porn signer.
My name's Gary. I'm a sign language specialist and I sign pornography. F*** me. F*** me hard. Well, I'm a very accomplished sign linguist. You may have seen me during the COVID pandemic. Then I got headhunted by Pornhub to sign as part of their diversity and inclusion program.
Spank me hard.
It can be quite repetitive. Harder, 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 harder. Yes, 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 yes. Sometimes kind of hard to describe. Did you phone plumber? Check your big pipe. Yeah, I usually start off with like this blank, calm face. Yes, 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 yes. Then I sort of get faster and make more faces and yes, yes. Yeah,
He's doing
I'm sort of getting into it. I started an OnlyFans account. It's called OnlyHands. This one's free. You want the other one? Be sure to subscribe. People have a weird obsession with my hands now that they pay me just to take pictures. It's going very well.
It's the board. It's a good bit. It's a good bit.
Yeah.
That guy's the best. You don't think he really got that job, Pat?
No, man, that's
Are you sure?
That's a sketch. That's a sketch comedy guy.
Are you sure?
Deadpan. I'm 100. I mean, if I'm not, I'll quit.
No, I know. This guy. Okay. That is it for the listener submissions. We already saw from Big Log. We already saw from Thor Smash. Let's move it on to voicemails. And I'm going to have to get one of these tabs up for you guys. Tony is the first voicemail today. He's got a question for us. Well, it's not a huge question, so I didn't prep you for it. But here it is.
Hey, what's up, boys? Tony from PA here. So I just got back from a WWE house show at Penn State. Did not get kicked out, so it's a W. Got to see Seth Rollins, favorite wrestler. But WrestleMania 40 is coming to Philadelphia. That is WrestleMania in 2024. I know that Mark likes wrestling, and you have family near the Philadelphia area. So I think it'd be awesome to get a group to go to WrestleMania there. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great fucking weekend, boys. Love ya.
Love you too, Tony.
What are your thoughts on a hit of acid, Tony?
Yeah,
because if you take a hit of an acid, I will come to WrestleMania and do a hit of acid with you.
I blew it. My brother-in-law works for a big stadium in Orlando. And they had WrestleMania recently, and he offered me free WrestleMania tickets, and I did not go.
Oh no!
Yeah,
that's a mistake.
I know.
That's a mistake. Well, you could go to WrestleMania in Philly with Tony. I can't make any promises about where I will travel in the next like 3 to 4 years with another child on the way. My wife and I were just talking about this the other day, like about how, I mean, for work, obviously I'll travel for if we need to do something for work. But what I'm saying is like for us as like a couple, we are going to have to like plan something that's like in Europe, like 4 years from now when we have no more toddlers to like watch or get watched for us. And then you can finally like travel worry-free. It's going to be insane.
I haven't been on a vacation with my girlfriend in years. If I go to WrestleMania in Philadelphia with Tony, she'll kill me.
Yeah, Tony, despite being top 1% in the U.S. and top 5% globally, we're all very poor, and I'm not spending $5,000 to go to WrestleMania in Philadelphia.
Yeah. But we do need to make a trip for the Hive. So, yeah, when this economy heats back up, don't worry. They're going to build back better, guys. Biden said it. Don't worry. All right, Colin.
You score some decent acid, and I'll buy the bus ticket, Tony.
Yeah, you're closest, Pat. You should go.
I'm just 2.5 hours away.
That's not bad. You can drive.
Yeah, Pat could really make it pretty easily.
Not after being high on acid at WrestleMania. I can't drive. I'm going to have to crash on your couch, Tony.
Yeah, drive the
for
next
sure.
day. Yeah.
That night.
You're not going to drive home after WrestleMania, bro. You're going to be too...
No way.
Jacked up. We're going to want to talk about it. We're going to want to stay up all night and talk about it.
Remember when he did that?
Petting the cat. Yeah.
Remember
that power bomb was insane.
Remember when he came
Remember when the Undertaker took him 17 minutes to walk to the ring and he came and he waved and he left?
Did not wrestle? See that coming.
Yeah.
It was mind-blowing, dude. Epic. All right, Colin from California. Here it is.
Boy, it's Colin from California. I honestly, like, this is actually, like, a true thing. Like, I'm not fucking around, actually, right now, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm the asshole or if I'm not the fucking asshole. So my family has, like, a set money for college for, like, every child in our family. Now, mind you, I don't know if you guys figure this out or not. I did not use any of the money. So my money went to my kids.
Nice.
But the whole entire thing is my mom's current husband, he's a total piece of shit. They're paying for his daughter to go to college, which means that there's it's out-of-state tuition too as well.
Oh.
So am I the asshole for getting pissed off, being like, you know, like this is my college money that was supposed to go towards my kids?
Oh.
And instead it's going towards my mom's asshole fucking cuck of a husband who I could easily fucking fuck up in a heartbeat.
Damn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole? Please let me know. And love you, Amish Brock. Bye.
Love you, Amish Brock. Nice little olive branch.
Yeah, a little olive branch. Love you too, Colin. And, you know, I don't think you're an asshole for being upset about this, but, you know, since you didn't use up your allotment, it means that other people in this generation are going to like legally have a say, like a swipe at it before your kids probably. And so, yes, you're right to be pissed.
Handled in the Discord, Colin.
Yeah, you're right to be pissed, but you probably aren't. Like you're probably like legally like I don't know if there's anything you could do.
I'm with Colin. I'd be furious, and it should go to his kids.
Here's the issue: if the money came from, and I think it did, Grandpa, right? Then this step kid that's coming in, I don't know, midway through life, 12, 13, 14, is all of a sudden tasting Grandpa's cash for the Colin bloodline. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd be pretty. I'd be pissed off. Why don't they go get their grandpa to pay for college?
Look, it's the holiday season. I'm not going to rile Colin up against his mom. I think we should move on.
I think you should kill him, Colin.
Yeah.
Do whatever you need to do.
You're going to have to establish dominance at Christmas.
Don't do that, Colin. Don't do that.
One of the only ways to solve this.
Definitely establish dominance. I don't know legally what recourse you have, though. Colin also left another voicemail about McDonald's fries being better late at night and Pat wanting to have sex with Lionel Messi of Argentina.
Oh, we got the
not
wrong
interested.
name.
There's just one guy I want to bang. He's a Portuguese guy.
Oh, nope. Colin
Nipper
says
from
you want to be
Virginia
with
Tech.
Messi.
Mm-hmm. My best friend from college, Nipper. You should have been there. That guy could eat an onion.
You told me about Nipper before.
Yeah, and the speed at which he could consume an onion, man.
He's infatuated with them.
You should see this guy do garlic.
Oh man! All right, yeah, Nipper, he's a legend. Legendary.
It's a great nickname. It's a great nickname.
Nipper was like 6'7", black guy, like ran a 4.340. He could have literally played for the football team. He was a great soccer player. He chose partying over playing on either team.
Onions was his sport.
Yeah, Onions was his sport. Oh yeah. He was a freak in intramurals.
Intramural football. He's like the Julio Jones of intramural football.
That was insane.
All right. Last voicemail from Dan.
Hey guys, this is Dan from Chicago. Just calling in to say you guys are really the hardest working guys in show business. It's really awesome that you're putting out content even on Thanksgiving week here. I've been sending in the car for a while now, but I just listen to the show here as I run errands and pick up food for my family, thinking that for everybody else like me that enjoys the pod on a daily basis, I hope that they're signing up as well or supporting you guys by buying gear, wherever it is. Keep up the good work. Thanks a lot. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Have a great weekend.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for keeping us safe.
Got into him.
I think that may be a different Dan.
It's a different Dan. They sound similar.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's like two. There's
well,
two
everybody in
Dans from
Chicago has a similar accent, but yeah.
There's two Chicago Dans.
Sweet Dan from Chicago.
That's the sweet Dan. All right.
Yeah.
It's Dan the man. And
didn't sound like a cop.
You didn't hear any background chatter from the
Geez,
cop.
what the hell's happening over there? Someone check on
the
that
rookies
guy.
weren't on the chattering on the box. That's how you know it's not Rad Dad.
I said eat it.
And so thank you, Dan in Chicago, and thank you to everybody in the Hardo Hive. This show is literally nothing without you. So, we work hard, but so do you, listening to all this content and getting us, like Mark said, in fact, let's talk about those stats Mark was just talking about. Yeah. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you want to hear it read back on Friday's show. We'll read whatever you put in there as long as it's not ultra mean about us singling out a certain host. And then here are some fun facts about our Spotify audience that Mark was talking about earlier. And I just picked out some of my favorite ones, just 2 quick ones. We released 57 podcast episodes this year on Spotify in 2022. In case you didn't know that, you can watch our podcast on Spotify now in the app. It's really easy to do. And those were in the top 1% of the most viewed video podcast episodes on Spotify. So in case you didn't know that, we are now a full video show on Spotify. We're one of the first podcasts to get in there. So, please, if you're following Hard Factor, want to support the show, we're using that new feature and we're already in the top 1% because of you.
Come disappoint yourself and check us out on video.
Yeah.
It's the way of the future though. We're going to be fat forever on camera. So
they'll have thin thin features,
like a filter.
Filters.
It's a lot of fun. You get
can't
all
filter
the
out this
graphics
kind
would
of
pop
fat.
and all that good stuff.
Yeah. My head's so big it would leave you would see the halo around me where it shrunk me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. Other thing that is cool. Our podcast is in the top 5% most shared globally around the world.
Awesome.
All of Spotify. So thank you everybody for listening, sharing. And like I said, if you want to help the podcast and hear what you wrote, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. That's the best way to hear it back. We'll read back anything you say on Friday's show. All right. Couple of comments to close it out here before we go to the live comments. Facebook user Vinny Bono says of the Liver King, nipples facing down means steroids. So
okay.
Let's get Thor back on here and tell him to take his shirt off.
Nipples facing down.
He's got a thing for you.
He does.
He's sweet on you. He's like Sweet Dan from Chicago.
He's a chubby chaser.
Yeah. And then last comment from social media. I gotta pull this up on a paper so I can read it. Can one of you guys read this thing?
Sure.
It says
put it back up. Yeah.
This is about the turkey violence. Okay, and then I can't read this dude's name.
I got it.
Yeah.
Way back, Wavy says, now I don't feel so bad for fucking the Thanksgiving turkey.
Right.
Which is like an insane comment. And then Kensu says, he meant fucking up the turkey, guys. Not
Did he, though?
having sex with it. No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Great comment.
Yeah.
Great. I love the fucking the turkey comment. That's one of the best jokes ever.
It's better than disemboweling my wife.
All right. Producer Eric, any live comments that we should address before we pop this wheel up? Wes, can you do the wheel?
Oh yeah, sure.
The show wheel. Got you. Let's see what we got. The latest is why isn't Pat's? Oh, Pat, did you shower today?
No, yesterday. Thanks for noticing.
Pat, how many showers a week you getting in now?
Not a lot, man. Like, definitely hitting a point at least once a week where I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
gotta get in there.
Is that a parent thing, Wes? Did you start showering less when you were a parent?
Yeah, you have less time to do everything. So showering is one of the first things that goes.
It is. Rob Alex, he makes a great point. Rob Alex says, for 100,000, I'd suck a dick too.
Yeah. Well, sure, Rob.
A million, maybe.
Well, Leona Mace says, you're all getting pink eye and going to hell.
That was for the finger in the butt on the airline thing and the flight thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Leona, okay, that's not our fault that's how you get somebody to disengage with their jaws.
Yeah, Leona, don't stand up for that nut bag on the plane.
Well, Leona parties hard, obviously, because she felt
Leonora,
for the girl
Leonora.
that was lockjawed onto him.
Lenora.
I haven't had pink eye.
Lenora Mason. That's my fault.
Or a cold sore in a long time, and you got to count your blessings.
I get pink eye like at least once a month because I have 5 cats. They're sleeping on my face and shit.
Oh, God.
Like
The cats.
Oh, I get like mild pink eye like monthly, dude. Or like like a sty.
You do?
Oh yeah, I get I've got it's so manageable that it goes away within a day and it's hard to see on camera. But like I have like a pain in the eye that's like a small sty like once a month because all these fucking cat assholes on my pillows and everywhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't ever even get it when my daughter gets it.
Not
it's
pink
crazy.
eye,
I'm
it's
like
more like a
I'm like
sty.
impervious to that shit.
Yeah.
Of course, I say it and then I'll probably.
I should have pink eye, but I don't.
I already get pink eye, Lenora. Yes. Joke's on you.
Yeah, that's true. I think Lenora left because she hasn't said anything back. Colin just says "sup, sexy MFers," and your photograph there, Colin, in your profile photo is so sexy, so much chest showing.
Oh, he's thinking Pat looks good.
Hey,
Colin, you also sent a voicemail about Pat having sex with Lionel Messi. Anything else you want to tell Pat?
Yeah, it sounds like Thor wants to fuck me and Colin wants to fuck Pat.
we can take this offline.
Our dance card's full.
We can take this offline.
Taken.
Let's
All
pull
right.
up the wheel.
Yeah,
Let's pull up the wheel. It's wheel time.
2 hours in and I'm
Okay, here we go. This is
show
for
fatigue.
High five.
High five next week. Pat.
Hey.
We'll be bringing you the high five next week. Woo. Cup of coffee on Sunday. Will be Pat as well.
Hey.
Ooh,
see
double
on
Pat.
Sunday.
Coming at you.
A lot of me.
Sucker.
It's a you sandwich.
Nice. And shout out listener Laura Lynn. I just got a DM from her. She's in New Orleans celebrating. So
fun.
Nice. Have fun, Laura Lynn there. And hopefully everybody's having fun this weekend. That's going to do it for Hard Factor this week. Thank you all for listening. It's Spotify Wrap time of year, so we're all emotional about how much we love you, and we really do. We appreciate all of you for listening and supporting the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and 5-star rate the show wherever you consume it. But most importantly, don't forget to get out there and have a great fucking day and weekend.